So our company changed when we added Chad to our company. We were at about 5 to 6 employees, and then currently we're at 11, going on 14. And at that time, before we had Chad, we were only bringing in about $700,000, and now with Chad, we're bringing in about 2.2 to 2.5 million. So what it's like working with Chad in the beginning is he will listen and understand where you guys are at as a company, to where then he'll create a plan and a step-by-step process to point you in the future direction. My full name and business name is Chris Terrones, and I'm with Chimney Restoration of Kansas City. Perfect. We have been in business coming up on 3 years now. Before I started working with Chad, some of the issues that I was going through was we would have too many sales and not enough production teams to play catch up. What made me decide to work with Chad and have him as our business coach was he was clearly successful in what he has done with his chimney company, and I wanted to learn and get fed and understand what steps I needed to take to get to where he was at. Coach? So what surprised me when I hired Chad in regards to the business coaching was he actually not only wanted to get to know the company, he also wanted to get to know me as an individual and how I tick, and how he could help me not only just with the business but also mentally as well. Yeah. So originally, when we brought Chad on, our company had 5 to 6 employees. We were at about 750,000. After working with Chad for several months and understanding the process, he was able to help get us to about $2.2 million to $2.5 million. Our sales have gone up drastically. We're selling, give or take, 150 grand a month to 200,000 in July with just 2 salesmen. So we've been expanding. So results when bringing Chad on were almost instantaneous. But it also depends where you're at as a company. Our biggest thing was immediately going after processes and procedures within the company. The changes that we've seen within our business is delegating, and also autonomy is a big one as well. And then also learning how to properly manage our time. That's been a key factor. So as far as our company culture goes, when we brought on Chad, our company culture was very, very strong. We've just learned how to delegate the tree method and allowing our employees and managers to make those decisions and to follow a process and stick to those procedures as well. As far as growing personally, for me individually, learning how to manage the stress was a huge factor, and understanding that our job is to put out fires and put policies and procedures in place. We don't have as many fires going forward, so that's been very, very beneficial. Where Chad has come in, and I've been with him a little over about 1.5 years, I was feeling guilt with the success of the company. To where he has been through all of that and has guided me through that process of, I do deserve this. Not just my team as well, they deserve this, but personally to not feel guilty and to build me up as an individual and a solid leader. Plans for the future, we could grow minimum $10, $15 million company. Just going to continue to grow and keep quality, but also learn to delegate and understand policies and procedures, and hopefully Chad will be right next to us getting us there. So if we want to continue to grow and have positive influence, what Chad has done to paint a path for us is he's also doing training for his coaching as well. And that to me is a positive, to where there's always growth for everyone, to where the future is honestly, it's endless with Chad and his team. If you're considering working with Chad, be ready to get things done and understand processes and procedures, but to truly have that want and willing to learn and to take a step back and be able to change and move forward, because it's not a slow process. It's fast, and it's quality stuff.